Now we're recording.
This meeting is being recorded.
Hello, it's Monday. What's the date? Is it the 12th?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, check that Pentagon calendar. What day are we, Miss Pentagon?
It is, according to the Pentagon calendar, it is the 12th. And tomorrow is the start of Amazon Prime's 13-14 day of major excitement.
Oh, I'm always excited with Amazon.
Yeah. Order your stuff tomorrow and Wednesday.
Well, today we are the Spiritual Neighborhood, and the Spiritual Neighborhood is a grassroots community project of the Council of Families for Children. I want to do this. Of the Council of Families for Children, a 501c3 nonprofit. We believe that sick can be fixed, so we support services that improve the quality of life for the body, mind, and spirit, for the integration of the healthy, happy human. And Kay Horn, take it away. No.
Hi, lady.
Kay Horn is with us today.
Yay.
We're excited. So
Thank you.
she is a regular here. She's here once a month, and she always has wonderful things from her downloads spiritually and energetically. And she has titillated, I like that word, titillated me today because she's doing something new, and I want to hear all about it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's new for me, and I hope it's fun for us all. So what I want to offer today is a little mini reading for each of you.
Ooh, I'm all for that.
Based upon a question, each of you gets a different question. And
Okay.
so it's based upon a different question for each of you.
So it's unique.
Yeah, so I thought, oh, this will be fun. So it's like, all right, well, let's see how it goes. This, it could be just awesome or not. Who knows, right?
Well, Kay, I don't kiss and tell, so don't ask that question.
I do, but that's okay.
All right. So, Luann, you're my first question.
Woo.
So I'm going to ask the questions first, and then I'll go back and give the little reading for each of you. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So, Luann, what is your favorite color?
Blue.
I'm sorry?
Blue.
Blue moon.
What is it? Light blue, dark blue, medium blue?
Blue, blue.
What blue? Yeah. Is there a certain shade or just all blues?
All blues, because I even include this teal in that blue.
That's beautiful. All right, thank you. Up next is Elizabeth.
Yes, ma'am.
And I would like to know what three colors do you think represents your view of our world now?
Oh, gosh. Well,
Black, and black.
That's not your question.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I would say at the world right now, I'm trying to.
Do you want me to give me two versions, like the world today and what you would like it to be?
Okay, let's do that. Right now, what I see is the colors are black, white, and gray.
Oh, wow. Cool.
All right.
Those are those three that I'm picking up on. What I would like to see is royal purple, that deep, rich, really substantial color. I would like to see like a maroonish color. And a color that I don't normally go to for me, but I see it, is a really like a butter yellow.
Oh, that's beautiful. Love that.
I love that color.
That rich, where it's like nurturing, satisfying, but it's that it's a creamy yellow, that buttercup yellow.
That real warm color.
Yeah, it's that warm feeling. It's that feeling of being fulfilled.
And it smells good. It tastes
Oh,
good.
God, it tastes good, smells good, looks good.
It's great on waffles. Very good on waffles.
Absolutely. It is.
If you get that Irish butter.
Oh my gosh. Oh, is that not? Oh my God.
It'd be
It
close
is
to that. Yeah.
so good.
I would have picked
Alright.
those colors too. That's kind of weird.
All right. So that's not your question.
I know, but I'm thinking.
All right. So Deborah, your question is, what color represents how you feel today?
Ooh.
Dusty rose.
Dusty rose. All right. Who wants to go first? I'll let y'all ladies choose. Who wants to go first?
I'll go
Gwen,
first.
you were first. Why don't you go
I'll
first
go
on
first.
this?
Okay. You want to go first, Luann?
Yes.
Okay, you told me that your favorite color is blue, all shades of blue. So what that tells me that you're a very warm, loving, caring person that goes with the flow, like the water. But also still and expansive, like the night. So you're open to things that are hidden and things that are bright and shiny. You like bright, shiny things too. So, so you see and you feel great peace at night or in the water or really any place where you can feel the expansiveness of all things in and around and through you. So that's really, really beautiful and really, really wonderful. And you're friendly up to a point. You don't approve of people being rude. And if your honesty is coming out as rudeness, then you go, you needed to keep that to yourself, right? So you don't tolerate rudeness very well, and you will turn your back on it, and you won't allow yourself to be in that energy or that space. That's really very, very wonderful about you, and you are somewhat of a quiet kind of champion. So I
can be quiet.
Yeah, you're a quiet kind of champion. So you will champion those that you feel are unable to speak for themselves, and you will be behind them, supporting them and whispering in their ear how powerful and how beautiful they are. So you're like a whisper behind, encouraging yourself. It's kind of like your subconscious. So you're whispering and you're telling whoever you feel needs the encouragement that they're loved and they're beautiful and what they have to say is important. So you're a behind the scenes kind of person, but a very, very important and a very supportive kind of energy and importance. It's like you're not the flashy one out there. You're the one that's standing back and enjoying looking at the flashiness, and you appreciate that, but you know that that's not who you are because you know who you are. And there are a lot of people who really don't know who they are, So that's a very comforting and that's a wonderful foundation, a very important support that you provide for those that you care about. And you could care a little bit about worldviews, but it's more important. You kind of see the silliness in it, the nonsense that goes on with it. So you're interested in that, how it's going to affect your loved ones, including your friends and whatever you care about. But you think that the overall squabbling and the injustice and the hatred is just downright stupid, and you don't understand. You barely tolerate it. You tolerate it enough to be in this world. So you're not of this world, but you're in this world, right? So
that's spot on.
Oh, well, good. All right. Well, that makes me feel good. So is there a question that you have for me?
I may have to hold that off till the end. I don't know.
Okay. All right. We can reserve that for later.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's what I have for you right now, this second, but we'll talk again in a little bit.
That's awesome.
Just talk amongst yourselves like we're not here.
And that's okay. That's okay.
Deborah. He's jumping up and down. How about if we go with Deborah next? Elizabeth, are you?
Please do
I'm not
this.
jumping up and down.
Please.
Oh, my God.
Please go to her.
I was quiet.
You were quiet.
She was. Let's honor that. It was. It was quiet.
I felt your energy jumping up and down.
Well, it's because my face itches. My face itches right now because I got some kind of allergy thing going on. And I'm trying not to scratch.
All those irritations coming out of our bodies, right?
Yeah.
I got one on my foot too for my purpose. I understand that.
Yep.
All right. Deborah, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So you said that the color that represents how you feel today is dusty rose. So what that tells me, that's kind of a dirty looking pink. So it's a healing energy. So you are very powerful. We've talked about this several times. You are very powerful, but you see your energies kind of clouded with smoke, or it is interference and something that's clouding your powers, and it's a surface kind of thing. So it's like your healing energy is going through a filter, and instead of being pure and clear, a clear pink, so it's the dusty rose. It's a healing energy, and it's of the Mother Mary energy. But I think your emotions are kind of clouding your power today. So, and in order to clear that, if you would imagine this beautiful, ginormous rose in the center, because your name is Rose, in the center of your heart space, and see that the pink energy moving out, because actually the person that needs the most healing today is you. And once you heal yourself, then you'll be able to be a very clear, powerful healing channel. But it's like you're a little bit, there's a little bit of confusion, and you're confused about why you're so irritated. You're trying to figure that out. So open up your heart space, embrace your divine energy, seeing golden energy radiate from you and coming up through you. See it focused on the area that you feel the most irritated on your face or wherever that is. And you're irritated about being irritated.
Yes. I am so irritated that I have let this irritate me, because I know what's irritating me, and it irritates me that irritates me.
Exactly. That's it. So you have it's layers of confusion, irritation, and you're working towards being pissed off about it. So if you would clear it out and disconnect from that energy, disconnect from that irritation, just banish that irritation. And it's easy for me to say, I know, but it's not so easy for you to do yourself. I get that. I got my own irritations. So I understand that. But if you'll do that, you'll feel much clearer about things. So the most important person for you to heal, because sorry, I'm going to say this, but you're a nosy person. And so you like to know about all these other things and people around you, because you find them entertaining and interesting and a reason to live. So you enjoy all of that. So if you will clear yourself and heal yourself first, then you'll be able to go address these other people and things that you're really, truly interested in. It's like having a hankering for something you want to get at. You want to be able to enjoy your life again. And so you're irritated about being irritated, whatever, and all of that irritation. So let go of that irritation, heal yourself, and then you'll be able to go play some more, because you came here to play.
I need an answer, though, Kay. Then I'll just tell you what it is specifically. I need a balance between cutting off a relationship with my father and also being very specifically in tune and integrity with where does honoring your parent stop, and where do I draw the line and know that I've done the right thing, because I'm just done. I am just done with that relationship.
Okay. Well, let me give you a little visualization process. Okay. So it's going to help you, and it'll help him, and it'll help you all to disconnect the energy. So I think I've suggested this before, so forgive me if I'm repeating myself, but some things I just have to repeat. So in your mind's eye, see your dad in front of you, and see yourself. Okay, you're standing face to face. and see your heart energy going into his, your third eye energy going into his third eye, and tell him, don't tell him negative things because this could bounce back on you. Tell him only loving, kind things. Tell him that you appreciate him being your father, and that you understand that you don't see eye to eye, and that you honor who he is, but in your best interest and his best interest, it's time for you to embrace all that he is, but to let him go at the same time. And as you're doing this, see you both covered in pink energy together.
Got it.
Okay? And you may have to do that more than once because this is kind of deep hurts. And by doing that, you are helping yourself. You're helping yourself heal, and you're letting him go with love.
Got it.
I thank you for the lessons you've taught me, but now it's time for me to totally disconnect, and I am totally disconnect. And so see him like leaving, kind of like you've seen, I don't know, something on TV or whatever, where they just zoom out of the picture.
Right.
Have him zoom out of your picture.
So it's not like the coyote getting blasted with a big heavyweight.
Yeah, that's some serious karma. So, you put at your own risk. It's your soul mission here. So you want to have repercussions because there's when there's an explosion, there's collateral damage.
You do know I'm kidding, right? I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm just for all those people who want to do this. So it's for all of us, right? For us to remember that collateral damage could mean you are being injured.
Got it. Very, very helpful. Very good. I like this.
All right. Elizabeth, are you ready? All right. So you feel pretty bleak about today's situation of our world, and that's totally understandable. Our world is going down. We're having a real hard labor with birthing our new consciousness.
Ooh.
And so that's what we're in the middle of. People are having to make hard decisions, hard choices to reevaluate who and what they are, to think about themselves more than they do about other people because they have the time now to do that. Our world was so busy before, no one had the opportunity or the chance, or very few people did, to disconnect from everything around us. So now we're starting to get irritated and we're moving into a new kind of fear. We went from the fear of, oh shit, we're going to die tomorrow, to like, oh shit, now maybe we could die tomorrow, but now if we take some measures, maybe we won't, and to like, oh my God, how much longer is this shit going to last? So you can see we're moving into different stages, and we're moving further down the birth canal, and it's always the darkest before the dawn. So we're in the darkest period now. And pretty soon we're going to be able to see the light, but we're staying here for a little bit, longer than anybody wants to. So you have noticed the deep contrast between the dark and the light. And we're going through, this is a battle of the aware, people who are aware and those who are not aware. So so not only are we going through birthing pains, but we're having like a battle of the wills, and so it's a little bit like the angel wars that you went through, Deborah, long ago. We're fighting for domination, what's going to dominate our world. So we're having a struggle, and it's not fun for anybody. So there's like two sides, the light and the dark side. And the light always wins. You have to remember the light always wins, because that is the energy of our galaxy. The angelic energy that is much more than what our limited beliefs is. It's like everything in our galaxy is some sort of angelic expression. So
Okay.
we're all.
Do you see a timeline with any of this? I mean, do you have like a spread of timeline when you're doing this type of?
I don't think we're going to feel comfortable until 2022.
Okay.
So I think this next year is going to continue, and we're all getting used to wearing our mask, and we know what to do. It is not easy. My daughter-in-law told me that my youngest granddaughter, she's 6, asked her the other day, Mommy, what kind of face mask did you wear when you were a little girl?
Oh, man.
Gosh.
Yeah. So it's having an effect on all of our inhabitants. So that's a sad thing. We never thought we'd be saying that. And then the other day I found myself as I was working at Miracles of Joy, and we've been taking inventory a lot, and there's a lot of herbs there, this big wall of herbs, and I've been working with the herbs. And I never ever thought that I'd say these words. I am truly happy I'm wearing a mask today because that stuff was going up my nose. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but I really needed that mask when I worked with those. So that's how, Elizabeth, does that make sense to you?
Totally. Yeah. I absolutely agree with it. Totally.
And so you are logically expressing at the same time, by those 3 colors, your logic is the gray area. So logically, you know what's going on. Your hopes is the white. And of course, the black is how bleak it is. And like it is with the election coming up, and God knows how that's going to work out. And if it's going to work out for our best interest, I just pray daily that our world leaders do what's best for all of us. And maybe they will, maybe they won't.
Maybe England will come back over and take us back under the monarchy. I mean, seriously, that might be the best thing for us right now.
Oh, no, don't say that. Their taxes are too high.
Yeah, maybe we should have Prince Harry come over and take over.
I'm willing to try that. It'd be interesting.
Just a little bit different, just a little bit of glamour there.
Well, it'd give us something else to watch and think about.
Mm-hmm.
And we can ridicule somebody else,
Right. Absolutely. We'll blame them again.
Right. All right. Moving on. So, what you wish for our world is a spectacular sense of awareness. So, hopefully that will come true. I truly hope that your wish for our world comes true. The royal purple denotes, of course, royalty and a higher level of awareness. And truly, we have to come out of this with a higher level of awareness. If not, then otherworldly energies will come through to push us in the best direction. So I want to say that there's great hope because, we're being watched all the time. And so there's other energies that are around us and observing us and will intervene if necessary. So before we totally destroy ourselves, there will be an intervention coming in from places that we don't expect, not of this world, I think. The maroon is a deep color of blood, really. So it's the lifeline and the life force of all of us. It's not our blood is what regulates our bodies. And without these bodies, we would have to find a different form for our soul to experience. But a human body gives a soul the greatest opportunity for the most varied experiences. So that's why souls come, why we're embodied in human form. So we have the opportunity for great goodness, great awareness, great self-doubt, aggression. We have the greatest opportunity to experience all different kinds of things, and we also have free will up to a point. When we start destroying everything, the human race has been destroyed several times, and if need so, they're prepared to do it again. So there's that. Hopefully we get on the stick and we take care of ourselves and everything. The planet will always survive. Human race, maybe not so much. It'll start over if it needs to. So let's get on the stick, folks, and make the best decisions for all of us. So that maroon denotes your recognition of how important our bodies are as a vehicle, and how it holds the key to each life. Somewhat, a lot goes on in our blood systems. All right, now the beautiful butter yellow. Let's get to that. Let's get to happy things. The nice, warm, delicious feeling that you get when you have some super good butter, not margarine, but
Butter. Butter.
Yes, just melting in your mouth or on anything, or even on your finger, right? Spoon, I don't care. It's all good. So that is just a delicious, golden, rich, warm, happy experience. So what I suggest is that we all visualize our world surrounded by and every inhabitant surrounded with this beautiful yellow golden butter color of energy around them. So that's really a very beautiful wish, Elizabeth.
Wow.
Really. It's really awesome that you chose that color.
Wow.
Do you have a question for me, Elizabeth?
No, not right now. I don't. I think I'm still trying to process what you've said.
Okay. All right. Luann?
Well, I need to start making some changes, and I don't know where to start.
You can always organize your thoughts and ideas by making a list of things that you like the most and working towards, and then you can make sub-lists underneath that. Like, okay, what do I like to do? I like to, this is just an example, and this is not saying that you like to do this, but you can say, this is just an example. Well, I really would like to live near the water. Okay, so what is the next step? What do I need to do in order to be able to live near the water? So you make, a general list of your likes, and then you make sub-lists from there and put them in order. Because right now you're just kind of having a thought tornado trying to go on with all the different options. But start with your most favorite experience. What do you really like the most? And you know what? That's a hard question. That's hard for me sometimes. So just by asking that question of yourself will get things going. So, and at least if you write it down on paper, you can go back there. So that's one less thought in that thought tornado that you have going on. Okay?
Okay, great. Yes,
So,
good advice.
so go with what you enjoy doing the most, or whatever, in that direction. Okay. Anybody else?
Well, I have a question, but it's not about directly the readings. But I always like to get your insight on things. I've had the privilege to be included in several groups of conversations in the past month. And all of them are people that I deeply respect, though we don't always agree. But everyone in these groups has said that they feel like they see a major shift in April of 21. Do you have any thoughts about that?
I think that's when things are going to start breaking a little bit more. It seems like right now, this moment, this week, we're going through a different shift. And I would see there's another one the end of right around Christmas time. And then I think again in April. Yeah, so I think that's when things are going to start clearing up a little bit then. But it won't be over until, or at least what we think is over, until I don't think 2022. So it's gonna break. It's gonna start then. So that's a good thing. Right.
Is it more the virus not ending till then, or is it the political situations that have been created that you don't see clearing up until then?
Well, the virus is just a symptom of all the chaos and the confusion in people's minds and energies. And the political arena does promote extra fear, and confusion and anger. But it is a diversion. So it's just all a big boiling pot of poo, bubbles up, flashes over here, and they're like, oh, God, this stinks. There's nothing good about this, except the flies love it. So,
No pun intended there from the other night.
So, I think April I'm looking forward to April.
Yeah.
I always look forward to New Year's. It's like all my friends, we knew in 2019 that this year was going to be so exciting and so different. And oh my God.
Well, it has been.
It has been, but holy smokes, it's been so challenging. It's so different than anything we've ever experienced in the past few generations, right? 3 generations.
Since World War II.
Since World War II, exactly. Yeah. So since the 60s for sure. So, isn't this fun?
Somebody made a comment to me the other day that I thought was interesting that I hadn't thought of, and it says that masks have been a part of our building of this country. And I said, well, how is that? Well, where are you going with that? And he says, well, think about it. Our cowboys and the people that work in the fields have always worn bandanas as masks to keep the dust, like you were talking about working with the herbs and things and keeping the dirt out of their faces and things of that nature. They always, that's a staple of a cowboy outfit, having that bandana around the neck.
Mm-hmm.
And that they saw this as a symbol of us having to work together as a group instead of just having a working class that was doing all of the push-pull. And I thought, that's really an interesting take.
It really is. And what's really truly amazing to me is this is worldwide. The world shut down. How could that ever happen? I mean, it shut down in history, like in this spot over here and a couple of spots over here, maybe at the same time, but not the whole freaking world. That is monumental, don't you think?
Yes.
Well, it's global.
And we just saw by the president being affected by it. It doesn't matter how much money you have or what your class is or what. It doesn't matter. It's just affecting everyone differently. And it's like an equal opportunity kind of virus.
Well, and the other point that I've heard talked about is that the things that have been hurt the most, other than just the overall economy, cash flow, is things that were considered in the 30s and 40s and 50s as being superficial. Travel, eating out all the time, going out, concerts, entertainment. Those were superficial things that people enjoyed as a rarity, and the working class didn't enjoy much at all. I mean, in the 50s and 60s, people didn't just go to Europe. They didn't just go out of the country for a vacation. And so I think it's an adjustment of our whole way of thinking at this point, maybe.
Well, our economy changed from being currency-based to credit card-based, I think. So that allowed freedom of movement. I mean, when I was young, my parents didn't have very much money, and I didn't have very many nice things to wear. So, but then, when I was married and I got credit cards, I got some nice things, and I've traveled and I've done some things. So it just provided us freedom of movement that wasn't necessarily, it was expansive to a point, but I guess we got to the point where we did it enough. And so now it's time to redirect our efforts towards a more self-aware kind of existence.
Well, I've been having a lot of weird conversations with a lot of different people from walks of life. And the other thing is that we didn't fully appreciate these privileges of travel there, because people would go and they'd go to these tourist sections, but they didn't really go and get to know the culture. And they would go and have the Americanized version of the food, or and they might go to the museums and things like that. But how many people actually would sit and talk with people that lived in the area and got to know what was going on there day to day? So it's almost like we have been sedating ourselves with these superficial encounters and experiences. And so, I don't know how that's going to play out, if it's going to make a major change, if we're going to see a shift. But it really got me to thinking about a lot of different things.
Right. I've really curtailed my habits, too. I used to go, like I said before, shopping was my form of exercise. It's like, well, I can't try on things, and so I don't have that kind of body that just everything fits, So some things do, most things don't. So I've learned to shop in my closet because I have things I've never worn, right? So in all those shoes I bought, because every time I traveled, I'd buy new luggage and new shoes and clothes, actually. So I'm learning to wear those travel shoes, to work. It's like, okay, that makes more sense, right? So I'm learning to do things differently, and I'm sure I needed to do it. So it's really surprising to me, too, how I've always been someone who can make do with what I have, and I can usually change it into something beautiful. So I don't have to have it already made, so I'm pretty good at that. But it's really made me change my habits a lot, So that's a good thing, I suppose.
Well, my husband Scott swears I have to help manifest some of this scenario because in a lot of ways, this world has become the one I want. Delivery service is now rampant. It's not just Amazon. You can get delivery everywhere. Families are hanging out more in the backyard, which is something I love. I love having drive-in movies with the grandkids in the backyard. You can get liquor delivered now. My God, that's a huge improvement in this world.
I just saw the commercial last night for Whataburger now delivered.
Yeah.
What a combo. Dr. Pepper, Whataburger, oh my God, beer, oh my God.
And
yes.
People are buying more campers. People still want to travel, but the camping industry cannot even keep up with the demand now of even keeping the older campers repaired with parts. So people are so that surely that means they're spending more time with their kids. Didn't we need that?
Yeah. Well, I hope so.
I like going to the restaurants and them not being full. I enjoy that.
Me too. I like not having a line.
And it's not loud. You can hear yourself talk. It's not loud.
You actually have conversations.
Yeah.
Right. You don't have to wait on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday night to get in anywhere.
Right.
There's a few places, but not that much. And if you're waiting, it's usually because they can't handle that many people in their space. You know what I mean? It's not because I went to Chili's in Conroe, and we had to wait outside because they couldn't handle that many people in the waiting area. So it's anyway. So
we've gone to a couple of places where we've just said, never mind, thank you. We appreciate it. We'll just go to some another place, and that's okay. That just leads to variety.
Right.
I think one of the key points in all of this, and I don't know, it's just my opinion, but I think we've been living on credit.
Yeah.
And I think what's happened is somebody has called immediate payment. And I think that's what's happening. But, 2 or 3 years ago, I kept hearing the information from the Native Americans, and they kept telling me death anger. And I never could figure out what it was. I wasn't sure what that meant. Of course, now, I get it. It's the death and it's the anger and people being separated and those kinds of things. But I also think that the ancestors are trying to warn us if we don't make our changes now. Just like Kay said, if we do not pay attention to this, then we could literally, this is it. Like Kay said, another generation will reappear.
Right. Those stories about the floods and destructions, I think, I can't remember what number root race that we are, but we are not the first.
No.
For sure. We're like down, 4th, 5th, or 6th or 7th or something. I can't remember the number. If it had a color, I might be able to remember the color, but I can't remember the number. It's like, and people worry about the planet. The planet's always going to be here. Humans.
Right. It's not going to go away. And we saw how it recovered just from LA and the people not driving their automobiles when you could actually see downtown LA.
Right. I remember I went to LA when I was like 15, and it was so smog. And from Oklahoma, and I wasn't used to the smog. It was so smoggy I couldn't hardly breathe. My chest hurt the whole time that I was there. And I'm old, so that was 51 years ago or something,
Where you can actually see the pyramids from that location. I'm not sure where the location was, but you could actually see the actual pyramids from the distance. And that was something that had not been seen. Or you can actually look up and see, some of the giant mountain tops that had predominantly had so much pollution around them that you couldn't see anything. I mean, the earth can recover, and it will.
And it will. Yes.
I saw today that Kilimanjaro has fires on it, and my first thought was, well, now they're going to burn up all that trash that people have left on that mountain from climbing it.
I tell you, when I saw all that crap that's on the top of, what is it, Mount Everest?
Yeah, it's all the mountains.
I thought, oh my God, not only are there flags and crap, there's dead bodies.
Yeah, because they can't get them down.
The trail.
Yeah.
But it's amazing to me how things. But here's the thing that freaks me out, though. I have read, I think, 3 times over the course of this year where they have found animals that they thought were extinct, and they have found them in the wilds again. I'm like, how is that possible?
Right.
You know?
Well, they thought they were gone.
So it's truly an amazing time. It's like the best of times and worst of times. So, it's kind of like what birth is. Best of times and worst of times. It hurts so bad, but then, what you're bringing forth is just so beautiful and wonderful and part of yourself. So that's really what we're going through. So you're right. So we just all have to survive whatever's we're going through and to try to find the pony. That's why I tell people, find the pony. Look for the pony under all that poo. There's got to be ponies under there.
Ponies of poo.
Yeah.
Poo ponies.
All I can think of now is that song, I Will Survive.
Exactly. Right. We all need to sing that all over the world. Like I Will Survive Day or something where we're all singing that at noon or something.
We will know it's the end of the earth, though, when they bring disco back. We will know that we are totally screwed.
That will be the resurrection. I'm sorry, I have to disagree.
You like disco?
When disco comes back, there will be life again.
I like dancing to disco, but it's not great music. But I like dance. It's got a good beat. You can dance to it.
Great music.
I'm a rocker. I'm a rocker. I'm a roller. I'm a midnight.
We need disco as well.
So. I've gotten to where I sing about everything lately. I sing about everything. Yes. Okay, you're always just fascinating. We ought to just do a whole show with you once a month at least of just your own stuff. Yeah. No. Well, no, just letting you just putting the camera on you and letting you run with it.
Oh goodness. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Geez, that's kind of scary.
Well, get out of your comfort zone, sister. Get out of. You're always dragging me out of my comfort zone. Now it's my turn to return the favor.
It's so much fun to bring somebody else out into the freeway.
Yeah.
Avoid the 18-wheeler that's coming at you, but that's okay.
I've been birthing a lot of babies this year.
Really.
Well, there you go. That's what's wrong with me.
I don't know nothing about birthing babies, but I've been doing it.
Oh my goodness. That's so funny and true, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, especially those of us who haven't done this experience. It's like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But, okay. So we got to do something. What else we got to do with ourselves? Go out and travel, have fun. No, we can have fun in the backyard, right? Travel to your backyard.
I have fun as long as people leave me the hell alone. It's when they.
Oh, really? Say that, but I really don't believe that.
Well, you have to define leave me alone. I don't mind talking to people, but when they bring me things and they expect me to do things, I'm like, did you ask me if I wanted to do that?
Just say no.
Yeah, I've gotten real good.
Yeah, I think I'm tired of the assumptions.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't assume anything. Just say no. Yeah. My mom said that was the first word I said. So all my friends and my family knows that if they ask me to do something, I always say no first because it provides me more options. Once you say yes, man, that's a definite thing. You got to do it. But if you say no, you can change your mind and do it.
Well, you can read Facebook and see how this plays out. It's amazing to me how many people, not just on my Facebook page, but others, they will jump down people's throats because they assume that this person believes something or thinks something just because they make a comment. and just because they said something or they posted a news article or whatever doesn't mean they agree with it. It doesn't mean they're supporting it, and people, I swear they're just flying by the seat of their pants on assumptions lately,
I don't think people are actually reading. I think they're scanning too much. They're not actually reading the entire article.
That makes sense.
Or they see a picture and make it up in their mind.
Right. I put out there that I was going to vote. I'm voting. And 5 people dropped me like I was a hot potato. And I thought, what? I just said I'm voting. I didn't say for who. I just said I'm doing my option. I am participating in government. I am voting.
Well, see, I find that fascinating because I tell people I don't like Biden. I tell them I don't like Trump, but no one ever asks me who I'm voting for. I mean, and they don't seem to comprehend. I'm in a dilemma right now because I don't know who I'm voting for because I don't like either one of them, and I don't like their running mates, and I don't like.
I think that really has come to the black and white. You're either on the black or white, fence. And I don't mean color as in race. I mean in your decisions. It's either black or white. There is no gray. And for people who are going to go independent, I don't think anybody really gives a hoot. They don't care because to them that is so insignificant. You're either on this
or not
crazy train or you're not. And the thing of it is we need to pay attention to those options. It isn't just black and white. There needs to be gray.
Well, there's an independent candidate and there's a libertarian candidate. So we have 4 candidate options for president, but nobody talks about the other 2 because they just know they won't win. There's no.
Right. It doesn't matter. It's like not voting.
Yeah.
And at least you're voting, but I don't know.
Well, the one way to get people to vote is to take it away.
I write my name in. I'm going to write my name in. So I'm going to put this out before early voting starts tomorrow. If you don't like Biden and you don't like Trump, let people know and just write in Deborah Rose. And they'll go, who the hell is that? But you know what? You're making a statement that we'd rather vote for that crazy, crazy woman than any of these 2 white men. Seriously. There you have it.
I would love to see a Native American run for president. That's what I would like to see. I would like to see a Native American who has strong connections to their land and heritage run for office. That's what I would
don't care if they're white, black, female, male. I don't care if they've got 3 legs. I want somebody that can do the job to run for the job. I want someone competent. I want someone with integrity. I want someone that we can have some confidence in. They could have 5 ears. I don't care, Just get somebody.
I want them to be. I want them to. Yeah, I want them to be vested in what the general public want.
Exactly. Right. Don't vote for them because of their sex. Don't vote for them because of their color. Vote for them because they could do the job.
Education. Yes. I'd like to see someone extremely educated. I would like to see somebody who was multilingual, who could speak so many different languages as well. I mean, to me, this is a person who has a little bit of science base, a little bit of math base. I mean, these are important tools to have if you're going to be running a country. Of course, you need to put the proper people into place as well. But I like the idea of somebody that's got a degree, somebody that has a law, experience.
Somebody that has read the Constitution. That would be refreshing. Have you read the Constitution? And do you understand it?
I think you need to be a senator first before you can run for president. I really think you need experience in the office. You need to know what is happening and how things are working. I think you need some sort of, when you get your driver's license, they don't just hand you your driver's license and say, okay, now you've got, all, when you get your temporary, you've got to have somebody there with you, guiding you, helping you to learn. What are the signals? Where do you stop?
Can you parallel park this puppy?
Right.
Yeah. I did flunk that though.
I'm listening to you 3 ladies discuss what you want. And you reminded me of that scene in Remember Witches of Eastwick? You remind me. It's like, put in your order, ladies.
Yes.
Ooh.
The universe.
I think that's what we're doing. I think we're putting our order in.
Remind me of
Even
it.
as we speak, I think that's what we're doing.
But here's the thing, Elizabeth, that you've left off the list, and if we're putting our order in, they have to understand our country, and they have to have experience. Everything you said is 100% correct, but they also have to understand the dynamics of global views and global governments, and be able to tell someone to F off in a very friendly way, in a way that they actually thank them for doing that, and so that they can get the cooperation of other countries. Because
I have a question. If you tell someone to F off in a friendly way, do you think they'll take you seriously?
absolutely, I do it all the time. It's presentation.
Way.
Presentation.
There's a way to do it without, you can do it.
If you do not put that
No, it's
down,
really-
I will shoot you and I will enjoy it. They'll listen to you when you say stuff like that. You put a smile, but you have to smile. The smile helps take the edge off. I will enjoy shooting you. Put the gun down.
No. Sound effects are not, like the sound of a.
No, you don't need that.
That is funny.
You don't need that.
But if you have a really intelligent individual, they can knock you down quite literally with their sentencing. That's all it takes. It's just the sentencing, and you do not have to get on a lower energy vibration. You can stay in a very positive vibration, but they need to know so many different things because we're made up of so many different things. We're made up of so many different cultures. And I hate to see cultures being impeded upon. I think I think that's one of the things that we need to do. Texas alone, oh my God. I mean, 6 flags over Texas. 6 different flags is flown over Texas, people. It's not just one.
Right.
Oh, you know who'd make a great president? Matthew McConaughey. Can't you see him walking into the oval room going, all right. This is what we're going to do. Now light them up. Then we're going to have a party.
Of course.
Ready, here we go now. Here we go.
That's so funny. So it sounds to me like you all are asking for a man of action with intelligence.
Or a woman,
Or okay, let me rephrase that. You're asking for a person
an individual.
of action and intelligence that really acts with intelligence. That'd be different, wouldn't it?
And someone who can carry on a conversation and not roll their eyes while they're doing it. That is so rude and disrespectful. I hate that. I hate
I'm
it.
really, really tired of the sexual innuendos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if the leader doesn't know, he needs to say, I need to consult with someone who is well informed of this.
And
They need to consult with someone
Yes.
who can give them the insight.
And then he needs to be able to come back and say, you know what? I effed that up. I'm sorry. Let's back up and I'm going to fix this. And admit when they made a mistake. Just say, I didn't do it right. But we're going to fix this.
Right.
Just own it. Just have some integrity. Be accountable.
Well, I think that's the prime example right there is being held accountable for your actions. And I think that's what's happening right now. We are being held accountable for our actions. So those of us who have taken this virus seriously, and Kay was absolutely spot on, it does not care. According to one of the guests that we used to have all the time was Isaac, and that's what he said in the very beginning. This is a Scorpio virus. That is the closest date he could get to when it was actually out among people was in November, October. It is a Scorpion type situation, and it doesn't care who you are.
Nope.
Money,
Stinger.
poor,
Stinger.
whatever. Doesn't care.
Right.
And I think that's important for us to recognize. Those of us who took this seriously by listening to our intuition that said, you know what? This is not a joke, people. This is serious.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew something was coming. We just didn't know what.
Right. It's just the global implications of it all, not just, just by being in a position where people ask my advice on things, and they're angry, they're upset, they're scared. It's a whole different series of conversations that we're having with ourselves and each other and our world. And I guess it's about time to have it. So it is very scorpionic. If that's because that tail will just, strike you dead or not. And you just never know. It's like playing Russian roulette all the time, which is very unnerving for somebody who doesn't like to gamble. And I'd rather go shopping than gamble.
Right.
So,
okay,
well, I think that
you have really
bringing to the point where we need to really start listening to ourselves. We need to start listening to our own intuition. And Luann and I have discussed this many times. If I feel like it's safe to go out, I'll go out. But if I get that nudge, this is nope, not today. You need to stay home. I'll stay home because I'm listening to whatever that is. And it's like I could be putting myself into a position where there could be someone who actually has this particular COVID, or there could be something else. And it's like, why not pay attention to those signals? Why are we not listening to ourselves?
All right, I'm going to say something, though, that's going to make some people mad. Go figure.
So when do you not?
I don't know. So I can sit here and list 100 people without even trying, saying I always listen to my intuition. But the thing about it is that I don't think a lot of people truly understand the difference between emotional memory and intuition. They are two different things. Because here's the thing, if all the people that say that they're listening to their intuition we wouldn't have some of the messes that we have. So I think it's time for people to start kicking it up a notch and challenging themselves and say, was that really my intuition? And what were the results when I listened to it? So they can start holding themselves accountable for the results they get from the decisions that they make.
Absolutely. You know what I just said?
Yeah.
No, because what I'm saying, yes, what you just said, but what I'm saying is that people will say, I do listen to my intuition, but they're not. They're not really being guided by their intuition. They're being guided by their emotional memories.
Well, yeah, and that's from watching too much TV and listening to too much, and being on Facebook too much. And again, I say, if you want information, you need to find the right source. Do not just read something and assume that it's the truth, because it's not.
Well, and when I have talked to people going, is that truly your intuition or is that just how you feel? They get offended. How dare you question me? I know myself. And I'm like, no, you really don't.
I don't think people do. And I think that's why people are upset, is because they don't know who they really, really are.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why I said it would probably make some people mad, because there's some people that have heard that from me and they know I'm talking to them. So.
Well, I don't always know who I am. This is new to me. That's
what I was going to say.
I have no idea what this energy is. This is all brand new. And so for me, it's like having a death again. Mm-hmm. So this person has died and I don't know where she went. And now all this new stuff is coming in and I don't know where to put it. I need to place it.
Right.
Obviously, that must be true because my office is a freaking disaster.
But see, that's why groups like our group and others that have cropped up are so important, because we're able to, just like Kay's going, I didn't like hearing that I've got dirty pink. She said dirty and I immediately had a reaction to that. But that wasn't my intuition. That was my emotion. She nailed it right on the wall, And sometimes it's hard to hear those things. But I am having an issue. I do need to let him go. I do need to forgive myself. And this will get rid of this itching on my face. Because part of the itching on my face is because I have not expressed how I truly feel about this. So she was so spot on. But if you didn't have these groups of people to share these things with and ruminate over them and play with them and knock them around like a kitten with a ball, how will we ever figure this out? Because it is scary. It is different. It is new for us. Maybe not for the universe, but it is for us.
Right.
Well, just think how much we're expanding our awareness just by having these discussions and by being uncomfortable and by recognizing that our emotions and our thoughts and our ideas manifest themselves in our body. So if we can manifest these conditions, we can also heal those conditions with our thoughts.
Exactly.
That's true.
Oh my God. I could just talk to you, and we have for hours. we have. And I always consider myself blessed when I have you around.
Well, thank you. I do too. Aw.
So tell them how to get a hold of you, Kay, because they need to be able to bless themselves by contacting you.
Well, it's best to text me at 214-649-5967. I have an Instagram page, and I have a couple Facebook pages. I'm getting, like I said, I keep saying I'm getting a little bit better at Facebook, but Instagram is easy. You can DM me there or send me a text. That's really the most direct way to do it. And we can set up an appointment. I'm still doing soul portraits at Miracles of Joy Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. I'm also doing the soul portraits are $100, and I am also doing a soul drawing, which is an abbreviated version. It's a version like I did with Luann, and those are $50. I also do a 15-minute intuitive reading, which sometimes I'll ask you to pick a color and sometimes not. Depends. Usually the 15-minute reading is for those who have burning questions that they have to talk about. So we can discuss those for 15 minutes. So I'm doing that. And then I'm going to be at the Wellness Expo in Irving this weekend. So I'll be painting and drawing there. I'm going to be debuting a new product, which is a light body activation.
Ooh.
If you can make my body lighter by activating it, I'm signing up.
Well, what it is it's a blueprint of your light body. It's kind of like a skeletal kind of existence, but it's like, say that you were standing in front of me and I was painting your light body on your body. So I won't be doing that, but I will be providing you a blueprint of that.
That's interesting. I can't wait to see that. That's cool.
Wow, that's an awesome idea.
Maybe you could demonstrate that next month. That would be cool.
It's a brand new process that I'm excited about. So we'll see how that goes. It's very, I'm kind of excited about it, and I always get antsy about debuting something new. So this is a whole new thing because I've been doing those soul portraits for 8 years now or more. And so this is a brand new thing for me. It's going deeper within to help you really understand and activate your dormant DNA that will help you heal your body and help you increase your awareness and increase your connection. So it's exciting.
I can't wait. I'm so thrilled. And we will see you next month. And y'all have...
Y'all, it was fun to
go
play
see her.
With me.
Go see her. So we'll see you next month.
Thank you so much
Thanks,
for
Kay.
your intuitiveness. That was awesome.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, sweetie.
Bye.
Bye.
Do I need to do it or she? Here. There we go. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm always exhausted after work because I just feel like we get so much information and so much energy and everything. Now I need a nap. Hey, real quick, do we need to find someone to take Isaac's slot? Is he going to be able to come see us with his busy schedule or not?
I don't think so because I think school is now in session. So I think that, when we are on, he's in school.
Okay. Do we want to try to pre-record like we have done or not?
I'll just have to ask him about that because right now I just don't have any free time at night.
Okay, so we need to find someone to take Thursday's place then because he's on this Thursday. So, and the reason I'm asking y'all this on the show is so if y'all have someone that you would love to see on the show, we have an opening for Thursday. Contact us and we can set them up, and let's think about someone that we can have once a month to take his place as well. So I'm going to miss him.
Let me text him and see if he wants to do a nighttime.
Well, I don't want you to stress yourself out with your schedule.
Let me ask him. Let me just find out.
Okay. Okay.
Poor Luann's the one that suffers through this. It's nice. Like, come over here. I need your help over here.
Well, Luann and I are neighbors. I could hitch a ride and come with her.
No.
I'll just sit in the corner and watch. I want to watch that chaos going on.
Oh, God.
No.
No, you don't want to see the chaos.
You really don't. It's ugly.
No, it's not. It would be funny to me.
No, it is ugly.
Unless you're crying, and if you cry, then I'd feel bad. But otherwise, I just think it was funny.
I discovered there are certain things I don't. Good Lord, there's certain
Hey, what
things
the
I
hell are you
mind.
doing?
I'm trying to get my hair out of my face. It's like ugh. Yeah,
It must be time.
I'm having sympathy pains. See, my face breaks out right there at the top.
Yeah. So
I get it. I do. I get it. It's like, wow.
So anyway, I thought she did wonderful with y'all. She always makes me look at the hard shit with me. I don't know why I get the hard shit. Why can't I get the nice fluffy readings that other people say they always love to get? I don't get fluffy readings.
Because you're not as evolved as we are.
Oh. Oh my God.
Okay. Oh my God.
Okay. Here goes nothing. Here we go.
She cracked herself up today. That's hilarious. I told Deborah. Ha ha ha. I made it funny with Deborah. Ha ha ha. Now she's stripping. Oh my God.
Oh my God. You know, it's so rare when it happens. And it's like, oh my God. Did you say that out loud?
I know. No.
Okay, that's
I am so unevolved. I'm just a plebeian. I am just scum. I am the lowest caste of caste class. Oh my God.
Oh, that's not what I said. I just said you're not as evolved as we are. It's
I'm not
that
as self-evolved. Self-involved.
Well, we do get nice readings.
I'm crying here.
Well, but you know what? Here's the thing, and I'm being serious now. I do set my intent to get really intense information anytime I allow someone to read for me. And I don't allow very many people to read for me. I don't. And that's because I don't want fluffy readings, and I don't want anything that's not going to challenge me or really, put me out there to move up to another level. I mean, otherwise it's just a waste of time. I can do that for myself. I can giggle myself.
Giggle.
Yeah.
Giggle back. I think that's the cutest thing I've heard in I don't know when.
Oh, well then you'll love this.
So sweet.
Mother's on the phone talking to my cousin. You know what Deborah does on her show? She doesn't let me on her show. I want to be on her show, but she won't let me on her show. But she'll get on her show and talk about me and then tell them all the little cute things I do. I could be cute on her show.
That's what mothers do.
She has no idea what we're doing. She has no clue.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
But I told her about the giggle thing and how I told her, well, that's my joke. How come you're telling my joke?
Yeah, I get
Because
it.
that's what we do.
I get it. I will always tell stories on my mom, and she'd go, well, I could tell that better.
Yes, she could. Yes, she could, Eleanor.
And she could. I mean, it's the truth. And she would be a lot more colorful.
Because, Eleanor, you're more evolved than Elizabeth is.
My mom is much more evolved. So that's no joke.
Oh, my God. Well, you are so going to pay for that comment. So going to pay for that comment.
Okay, well, you can tell how much sleep I'm going to lose.
I know. Bless your heart. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come over and I'm going to get outside the house and I'm just going to peer.
What's going on?
Like a stray cat. Let me in! I want to play.
That reminds me. Actually, I was going to mention this to you.
God.
When we were talking about you guys being over there at the hotel in Jefferson.
Yeah.
Early that morning before we did the show, honest to God, there was something tapping at my window. I mean, seriously, my bedroom window, there was a tap. And I actually got up and went over to the window and I'm looking all around going, what the hell is going on here? Because it was that tap, 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 tap. And I finally figured out, okay, maybe it was a bird, with they were tapping on the window. Mm-hmm. And then before I actually could put that into perspective, during the the walk around, let's say the walk around, one of the first things you talked about was the bird cage. Mm-hmm. And I that's why I like to have a little bit of notice because that was like, wow, I should have written that down or mentioned it or something when you were doing the walk
I'm
around.
thinking about what. Okay, so this sounds crazy, but I don't care. I have been getting messages. I do get messages. I am a little evolved. I do have a party line. I don't have a direct line. I have a party line.
That's the problem. You have a party line. You need to have your own private line.
Well, I have that too, but not to the same people y'all do.
I hope not.
But the thing about it is that because you and Luann and I and the others, with what we do here and the other things that we do, we are more open to getting messages, and they're trying to get our attention. Okay? And it does revolve around this situation with things not going great until April, and offering some semblance of respite to people and encouragement. That type of thing. But I do believe that Luann will be getting a direct message before Halloween that she should be sharing with us on the show here. And that, Elizabeth, you should get one around November 17th.
It's about damn time.
Well, just be aware and listen. Pay attention.
Shall I put it on the Pentagon calendar?
Yeah, put it on that damn Pentagon calendar.
Okay, on November 17th, that's a Techno Tuesday.
Well, you should get it before then so you can share it on Tuesday. And maybe Luann will get her some time to share it on y'all's show on Halloween. And y'all notice that the cool kids are playing together and they didn't ask Deborah to come.
That's right, we didn't.
That's right. So, that's all right. I don't care.
Well, actually, we've been talking about having Luann join the Psychic Sunday just so that we would have extra energy. And she has done such a great job at helping us know when we're on and when we're not on the air.
The voice of reason. You're the voice of reason.
Oh, my God. So we're really excited. Sunday is going to be Luann's first major... What would I call that?
Challenge.
Where they actually allow me to speak.
You're allowed to speak anytime you want
Allowed to speak and encouraged instead of her blurting things out and Carrie and I going.
Yes. Yes. You are encouraged to speak and you just sit there with those earplugs in your hair. I wonder if she's even listening to us half the time.
She's not.
I know. I
It's
know.
like, there's got to be
I'm listening to
there's got to be something else I could be listening to.
Yeah.
This absolutely is just, oh my God, it's so detrimental.
It's classic rock over here.
She listens to classic rock on one side and then she pays attention to us on the other.
Okay, well, that's great.
Well, at least I'm not listening to disco over here. And
Who knew that you would be a disco queen?
I love it. I absolutely love it. I love disco. I have no idea why.
Well, I danced to a lot of disco. You know who I love? I love the Barry Gibbs. Oh my gosh, I love Barry Gibbs.
Bee Gees.
Yeah, I love him. Love him. Love him.
Staying alive.
Staying alive. Oh, 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 staying alive.
Well, although I'm a classic rock girl, I would love to learn to do the two-step.
I can two-step.
And some country.
I won a jitterbug contest one night, and I don't even remember learning how to jitterbug.
The only thing that I could actually dance well, let's just put it that way, was I can actually waltz. I used to. I don't know if I can anymore, but I can waltz.
Waltz
I love
is beautiful.
it. I like it.
It's beautiful.
I really, really like it. I used to go to dance classes on like Wednesdays and Sundays and used to dance all the time.
My husband took cotillion classes because he comes from a long line of snobs.
Well, that would have been the snob cotillion.
Mm-hmm.
I think all young people need to learn the proper etiquette. Now, whether we use it or not, who knows?
Yeah, Mother keeps telling me I can't sing at the table. I like to sing at the table when we eat, and she says that's not good manners.
I don't know that it's appropriate, they say.
It makes
I
you.
don't know who they are.
I don't know who they are, and it's good for your digestion. Singing is good
Well,
for you.
I don't really care.
Well, I don't care that
Well,
you
you
don't care.
know, when
No,
you're
but-
at home, you do all kinds of things
Yeah,
at the dinner table that you wouldn't do out.
Yeah.
Oh, I do it out too. I sing it when I'm out. I don't care. I don't care. Maybe that's why I don't get. Maybe that's why I don't get invited more places because I don't care.
Honey, that has a lot to do with it. Well, the only thing that happens
Yeah.
when I go out is there's usually a large amount of laughter somewhere.
My son and I are like that, and we actually, when we go out together, because we have the same warped sense of humor, it is not uncommon to have like all the wait staff and the cook and the cashier come sit at our table and forget to take care of the other customers because we're all having such a good time.
Well, I think these people are invaluable, and I think they need to know that somebody appreciates them. And I try to get to know them on a first name basis, and in some cases I do. There's a particular person that works for Panera Bread, and her name's April, and she is just so super wonderful. I mean, she tries to accommodate whatever it is that you're wanting to change your meal into, not just a regular meal.
Yeah,
but,
and she always seems to be there when we're there, and
yeah,
we
she's
appreciate her.
See, that's
super nice.
wonderful. I like that Cheers atmosphere where you go and they know your name, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody knows your name.
Yeah.
And you walk in.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Back in the 90s, there was a bar that was underground, I think, in Houston, and we all went to it. And we would go like every Wednesday or something like that. I mean, we went a lot. But we went, and as soon as I walked in, I would sit at the table, and next thing I know, I've got my Coors Light
Cool.
right there.
Yep.
Love it.
Yeah.
I love that.
All right, ladies. Well, we are done for the day. Tomorrow is Tipsy Techno Tuesday,
Halloween!
which is not any different from it. Yeah, we got Halloweeny. Where did my list go? Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
I've got to find my list before tomorrow so we can finish our haunted list. Did I just say that out loud? I did.
I believe that's correct.
I
It
believe.
was not a figment of your imagination. I believe that actually was blurted out.
It
We
was.
did hear you.
It was.
The world heard you. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for validating me.
Because you're evolved.
I don't like you at all today, damn it. Not at all. Not even a little bit.
Gotta go, like you lot.
And yeah, it's like I care.
I know. So you're the only other person I know that's like me that really just doesn't give a shit, you know? But now Kay says that Luann's the same way, but she acts like she cares. So she obviously knows something that we don't know.
Ooh, now that's dangerous.
I know.
I am a Scorpio.
I'm so sick of hearing that.
I'm a Scorpio.
I'm a Gemini. I can do anything I damn well want to and justify it because I'm a Gemini. And we just do whatever we want to. We can be happy. We can be sad.
Hey, ladies.
Blah, blah, blah.
It's been awesome. Thank you, ladies. But I have another meeting. Gotta go now.
All right, we're going to close. Thank you for being with us. Help us support others, both those who need services and those who offer gifts, talents, and services by liking our page on Facebook. We only need 19. 19.
19, that's it.
And if you offer anything that makes people laugh, smile, sing, or feel better, you are a holistic healer, and we would like to talk to you. We're here to teach that the body heals with play, the mind heals with laughter, and the spirit heals with joy. See you guys tomorrow, and hopefully we will entertain you.
Again,
Bye.
like you a lot.
I like you a lot, too.